And welcome to segment 6 this evening. Our guests Amy Dillon and Marilyn Smolinski are in, and they are starting a new company, CCW Style, and it's a website for women, connecting women to a plethora of products that are now entering into the marketplace for women shooters. Yes?
Yes, that's correct. Our goal is to welcome, educate, and equip women in the self-defense and concealed carry lifestyle.
So that's really become a hot issue. We've begun to see women show up at like 3-gun shoots and places where women didn't used to show up.
Exactly.
Which is a great thing.
Yeah, with the competitive shooting, concealed weapon permit, more and more women are getting their permits, taking classes, buying handguns for protection, recreational use, and it's women are the most. I want to say the fastest demographic right now.
Fastest growing
demographic as far as gun owners. We're seeing that. So what I wanted to do with CCW Style is provide a platform where a woman who may not be as, may not know as many brands or who to go to find information on where they can find information, get products, look for, things to help them determining what's right for them. What they can do is go to CCW Style, find videos, read articles, find products to suit their needs. Marilyn actually is one of the vendors that we're bringing on board, and we'll be selling her nickel and lace concealed carry holsters. If you want to talk about that, Marilyn.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be a part of CCW Style. This will be actually my very first company that's going to be selling our product other than nickelandlace.com. It's my...
Somebody had to do that, yes.
I'm so sorry.
Marilyn was in her car, parked in the parking lot, yelling at the microphone from, you got to talk to
We had 2 cans tied together for Marilyn, but...
Yeah, so I'm just really excited because it will be the first company that is going to be distributing nickel and lace outside of our, of course, nickelandlace.com. So, and just the fact that it is part of an educational program as well is really exciting for me. And the fact that Amy and the other owners has invited me to actually contribute to the website in the fact of bringing content in my forte of how do you dress around your concealed carry holster.
Sure.
So bringing in all of those concealed carry.
That's another
fashion
area
tips.
that I find in concealed carry classes, we really have to stamp out a lot of ignorance.
Yes.
Because our women and men, I would say obviously men are a little bit worse, but women and men almost equally think, oh, you just throw it in your purse.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm sure you feel the same way that I do, is I'm very anti-purse carry.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe in purse carry. I do it maybe once a year myself when I just absolutely have no other options.
Right.
And so so that's a big thing that I try to stamp out ignorance and dispel as much as possible is please, please, please do not throw a gun in a regular purse. If you're going to do purse carry, which I don't recommend, but if you're going to, get a crossbody bag that is made for that.
And it stays really on your body. It's not really off body. It's just in another area, but it's still on your body.
It's kind of like wearing a fanny pack or a sneaky pete or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's educating them on how to properly carry it and
where to find those products, women-friendly products.
Right. And really,
even if it's off body.
I think how to think about concealed carry because I think that a lot of people, they just don't really think about it that much. I think a lot of times they take the class because they're kind of interested in it, especially what we're getting to now after 2.5 years of having concealed carry in Illinois. We're getting to the people who are only kind of interested and who are generally pro-Second Amendment but don't really feel the need to maybe carry every day, haven't had that scary thing happen to them that drives them to it to really have that desire. And I think that getting them to really process the information and really think about, okay, what type of places do I go? What kind of situations do I put myself in? What is likely to happen to me that I'm going to need this? And what is going to be a bad thing for, why is it going to be bad to have it in my purse? Why is it going to be bad to have it in the glove compartment? Why is it going to be bad to have it be unloaded or not one in the chamber? Things like that. We have to systematically go after that ignorance.
Exactly. And I think women want to seek out the opinion of another woman
Yes.
who does carry and who can educate them on, no, this is why you don't want to do this, or this is how you can do this, while, you know, thinking about your children or thinking about other aspects of your life that you think may, you know, influence whether or not you want to carry or how you want to carry or what the best way to carry is. So,
Exactly.
When all this started, Gretchen made an observation, and when she said this initially, I just chuckled, but she was dead right. And her observation was, if you're going to, and it wasn't just about women, it was about men too. If you're going to carry concealed, there's going to be wardrobe considerations.
that's true.
And it sounded funny because as a cop, I never, you know, it wasn't a big deal.
And men don't really think about clothes that much.
No.
But you were absolutely right. Even I now have like 5 different holsters and 5 different guns,
Yeah.
depending on.
And you
where
have
I'm
weather,
going.
you have
Yeah.
shirts that are specifically
Yeah,
for
yeah,
concealed
yeah.
carry and things like that. And I don't know if you've actually gotten rid of any clothes because they didn't work for concealed carry, but I know that I have. I'm sure a lot of women have tried certain, oh, this used to be my favorite shirt or one of my favorite shirts, and now I can't wear it anymore because it's not long enough. It rides up and my gun peeks out, or, whatever the situation is. It's too sheer, it's too tight, whatever. But, I'm sure we've all had to throw away pieces of clothing because they didn't work
another
anymore.
aspect too is that women's bodies are so different and
Yes.
Yeah.
vary from person to person, that what works for me, because I'm 5'10", is not going to work for Amy, who is
4'11".
4'11". So
Right.
it's not going to work the same on my body that it works on her body, that works on Gretchen's body. Gretchen's in between our heights.
I'm
somewhere.
5'2", yeah.
So,
I'm a shorty too.
Well, it's a lifestyle change, and I think that adopting that lifestyle change is a big part of deciding whether or not you're going to be the person who wakes up every day, gets dressed, and part of getting dressed means carrying a gun. And I think it's important to have those resources.
And that's one thing that again falls under the category of I don't really think our students think about that until I bring it
Right.
up. I when we talk about the wardrobe considerations, I say in concealed carry you have 2 options. You match your lifestyle to the carry, or you match the carry to your lifestyle. And it takes them a minute to process that. And then I say, the problem is, people who, like, I know a guy, he's a SWAT guy, and I'm sure he carries the same way every day. He is more than happy to match his lifestyle to the carry. He's more interested in carrying than looking a certain way or wearing a certain type of clothing. That's not his primary concern. His primary concern is being able to deploy his weapon quickly and efficiently. But most people, if they have to match their lifestyle to the carry, they're just not going to carry.
Well, you can't always have quick access when you're a woman with our different outfits. It's more of a deep concealment and trying to hide it the best way that you can. So it's not always going to be that really quick access. You
But
just have
that's
to
true for
practice,
men
practice,
too,
practice.
though. It's true for men too.
I'm not a guy, so I don't know.
No, well, I mean, but I have a deep conceal because I carry full size. I have a deep
He likes
conceal
to wear the
holster.
king tuck.
Yeah,
And you tuck your shirt in over the gun, but then you have to, if you want to,
Yeah.
if you want to take the gun out, you have to untuck the shirt.
You bring up a
first.
good point, because I know lots of men who say, "Oh, I can't carry a full-size framed
that's all
gun."
I carry. That's all I
and
carry.
and some men can. So I think that there are issues that are universal when it comes to men and women's
But you know what?
concerns.
I'll tell you something. People, and this is what I hear, they go, well, but that can't be very comfortable. The law doesn't say it's comfortable. The law
No one
says
ever
you can
promised
carry
you
a gun.
comfort,
Right,
yes.
that's, yeah, you know,
Have you ever heard the saying that carrying a gun should be comforting, not comfortable?
that's a good
Oh,
one.
I never heard
like
that.
that.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I like
That's
it.
Alcazar always says that. That's who
Oh,
I
really?
heard that from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I
Last-
like that.
Last week, we put, this isn't exactly concealed carry, but we did an AR class for women. And they were basically friends of Gretchen's. But it got me thinking that there is a demand for that. And that's something that we probably should start on. We could do a basic AR class and then do the tactical part too. Because more and more women are showing up
That's true.
just in general for tactical training.
Right, that's true.
I mean, we didn't get a huge response to that first class. I think it's hard to get women to clear their schedule on a specific day. I think
And it was a weekday.
women's schedules tend to revolve around their children's and
Yes.
their children and their
Exactly.
husbands and things like that. And so it's hard to get them to set aside that time for themselves. But I do think I tried to take a class, I won't say the name, but I tried to take a class from another Safer USA instructor, and it was all men except for me. And I was very uncomfortable, not comfortable enough to ask the questions that I needed to be able to ask, to be able to follow along with that class, and to have 3 other women as the students and not have a bunch of guys around. We all felt free to ask whatever we needed to ask, and to, you know, so
Without
that
feeling embarrassed.
so that
or-
we all got the information, and we were all able to, you know, go through the exercises together. But you know, it's not always a comfortable situation for us when there's a lot of guys around.
I have an article that's going to be in the next issue of the Illinois Shooter about sexism. And one of the comments that I make in that article is women don't want to be one of the guys. They want to be one of the group.
Yes.
You know, and either they treat women like with the doll, sweetie, honey nonsense. Well, I can say crap. That's right. We're not.
You could even say shit.
That's right. Thank God. But you know, I make that point that women aren't trying to be one of the guys. They just want to be accepted as part of the group, as a
I like
viable member
that.
of the group.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's true.
So that's next month, Illinois Shooter. Make sure you read it.
Yes,
Yeah, that's it.
yes, I'm super excited.
It's not formulated, the company yet. CCW Style isn't actually up and running yet.
It's not
right?
up and running yet, but it will be
Progress.
launched. It will be launched this month. And if anyone is, if you want to follow me on any of my social media accounts, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Amy Dillon. I'll be sharing information and when that site's going to go live and some sneak peeks and things like that will be up on my social media.
Nicola and Lace will be sharing some of that info too.
That's right.
So if
And you
guys
have
are
a
following
website
me-
still?
Me?
Yeah.
Of course I do.
This is it. This is the last hurrah.
NicolaLace.com.
NicolaLace.com?
Absolutely. Yes, and we're coming out with a new product called the Luxe Lace Compression Cami
I'm excited about
at
it.
the end of this year. So it will be ready for Christmas gifts. Gentlemen.
I want it for myself, so I'll be buying myself that Christmas gift.
Raymond is actually watching on YouTube, and he said he was able to find NicolaLace.com, but he wasn't able to find CCW Style. So he was
Yes.
a little
Yeah.
disappointed. But I told him just
It's
please
coming.
hold his water for a few weeks, and
Please
and it'll be
follow
out.
me on
Hold your
Facebook,
water.
Amy Dillon, and I will be sharing. You'll see some of the content that I share already on my social media pages will be similar to what we'll be sharing on CCW Style.
Very good.
Amy, we appreciate you coming in, especially all the way from South Carolina.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it.
Marilyn, as always, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks. Yeah.
And
My
that
pleasure.
for this week is segment 6. Thank you for watching.